Hey guys, this is Will of TBL and welcome back to my channel. After 1000 years, GMMTV already released the first episode of A Tale of Thousand Stars last Friday. It's been hyped for a long time since it was announced back in 2019 because of how good the novel is. Another thing is that, it's not the ordinary BL which only revolves around the engineering students or a university. In this video, I will be discussing my personal opinion and also my first impression on the first episode of A Tale of Thousand Stars and also some differences from the novel. I also encourage you to give your own thoughts and feedback about this BL on the comments section below. Anyway, if you live in a different country and some BL series are not available to yours, you can use ExpressVPN to watch those restricted series. Use the link on the description below to have 49% discount and 3 months free if you opt to avail the 12-month plan. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. I know that we are only in the first episode of the series, but I really want to talk about the plot of this one. When the first scene appeared on the screen, I can already sense that this BL is quite different compared to other BLs under GMMTV. Gone are those scenes that started inside the university and engineering students, rather, a scene where it emphasizes the death of a person. The first scene has a serious tone on it with Tian highlighting that a game can be done over and over again while life of a person only has one chance. Once death comes to you, it's all over. It's quite good that they set the mood in this serious tone because it is needed to build up the next few scenes. My only concern for this is that, from the moment that Tian got a heart attack, the pacing of the scenes got a lot faster towards the ending of the first episode. At the end of it, Tian is already a volunteer teacher in the village. Although for me it's not a major issue since the narration is pretty good. Maybe I'm just nitpicking because of how fast the events happened in just a single episode, but I can't help myself from wondering. Don't get me wrong. The first episode of A Tale of Thousand Stars is one of the best pilot episodes I have seen in a TBL. I just hope that the series could maintain its quality until the ending. One thing that made me turned off in a lot of BLs lately is the acting performance of the characters. The plot, the script, and the cinematography play a lot to attract the viewers, but it's the acting that helps to retain those people to watch the entire series. It's quite hard to watch a certain film or even a show if those actors have difficulty in playing their characters. Fortunately, the main characters did a good job on portraying their roles in the series. I'm not a huge fan of Earth since the first time I saw him in Waterboy and Kiss Me Again, but he improves a lot in this BL. This actor really worked hard to deserve the role he got as Chief. On the other hand, Mix is another rookie actor in the industry that deserves to be acknowledged for his performance. In 2019, we had Gulf. In 2020, we had Win. And now in 2021, we have Mix. I'm quite happy that these actors really do their best when doing these kinds of projects. The coldness on Tian's eyes is really a spot on and it's needed to portray his role very well. If you have read the novel version of it, Mix is the perfect actor for Tian's character. I'm hoping that the acting performance of these actors will be consistent throughout the whole series. Since the day it came out, I have read some issues of other people on social media about some scenes in this BL. It's actually not that quite a big issue, but it's worth talking about in this video so I could also incorporate my own thoughts regarding those issues. First, the issue on Torfin's death. Some people are expressing their opinion on why Torfin did not bother to look on the road when she tried to get the picture of Pooper. The first time I saw it, I also asked myself on why did she do it too. But if we try to analyze it, there are times that our body moves on its own without even thinking about it. In other words, it's instantaneous. That picture of Pooper is so important to him because of the feeling she had. She did not think her safety first in that moment and it caused her life. Well, there are other people who are lucky enough. Unfortunately, she was not. Another explanation could also be the speed of the car. Whatever reason it might be, her destiny on that night was to die. Next issue that I have read is how fast Tian recovered from the heart transplant. I'm not a professional to talk about this, but there are certain articles from the internet that could be our guide for this one. If there's really an issue with this one, it's actually the script. Right after Tian got the heart transplant surgery, he was already seen in a private room instead of ICU. Well, the script did not indicate the time after he got the transplant. In most cases, the patient should be in an ICU for 2 to 3 days for constant monitoring. After that, he could already be moved in a private room, but he still needs to be in the hospital for 1 to 3 weeks. The recovery rate of a person who got a heart transplant is usually 3 to 6 months depending on his health status. In the series, it was shown that it was already 5 months later when he almost recovered. Well, those are the only issues I have seen so far, and if you also have some issues with this BL, you can ask it on the comment section and I'll try to give you my opinion about it. I won't tell you every bit of difference between the novel and the series, but only those scenes that really got me wondering where it came from. To tell you honestly, I kinda like the series more on how they changed some scenes. There are also additional scenes that made sense for the plot of this BL. First difference I saw, Tian was not actually with his friends when the heart attack occurred to him. He was on their house arguing with his mother when it happened. Although it was emphasized in the novel that he was drunk with his friends. This might be a minor difference, but it could give a different outcome on the later part of the story. The next thing I noticed, it was Tian seeing Torfan and Poopa during his surgery. It was not actually in the novel, but I kinda liked that they added that scene in the series. It just shows their connection with each other in the early part of the show. That scene also added the beliefs about the spirit of the dead person, which brings depth to the characters. There are other differences between the two, but I'll just add it to my spoiler video if I could do one later this week. Those are my thoughts regarding on the first episode of A Tale of Thousand Stars. It's actually early for me to talk about the chemistry of the actors in this review, so I decided to opt it out. If I would answer the question whether it's really worth the hype, then I would say yes. This BL will bring another set of experience for us with its story. What are your thoughts about the episode 1? Thank you for watching. That's it, and see you on the next one.